we didn't know it was youth season, and we figured it out when we were up in the tree.
Yeah.
We need to have 100 orange on.
Well, luckily, Matt, being the prepared guy he is, always has extra stuff in his pack. And he had orange. I think for both of us, he didn't have another orange hat, so he took a vest and he like wrapped it around his head.
Yeah.
That's
and
impressive.
We killed that morning.
Welcome back to another episode of the Drury Outdoors 100% Wild Podcast, powered by DeerCast and Forum Energy. I am your host, Matt Drury, and we do not have my co-host today, but I got a couple special in-studio guests. We got Forrest Bonin, the farm manager, cameraman extraordinaire up at Terry's farm, and we got Aaron Bennett, a longtime Drury Outdoors team member, used to be a farm manager. Oh, the stories you two could tell. Maybe we'll get into some of that. And a real estate agent in Missouri here. So we're getting ready. The reason why we're all together, we're getting ready to go on an Idaho elk hunt, archery elk hunt. And Forrest is filming me, and Aaron's going to film Dustin Lynch. And we're looking for some redemption this year. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yes, sir.
It's not redemption for me. It's my first time out there. So hopefully I'll be the good luck charm to help you with your redemption.
Look, Aaron probably was pulling his hair out when I shot last year because he was the second angle. It was just, he had basically the perfect view of the elk and the arrow and us. And he was about 60 yards away from us on the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw him first, saw the elk first.
Yeah, I thought it was a no-brainer.
Thank you. It was a no-brainer. I got lit up on the comments too. One guy was like, chip off the old block. Another guy was like, have you ever heard of pin gapping? And I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to do. I knew what I needed to do. He was 40. I had a pin at 30 and 50. Pretty self-explanatory. But I guess my eyes rolled back.
It's easy to talk crap in the comments though. Like they weren't actually in the situation.
Yeah. So anyways, we're excited. So we got all the camera gear packed today and lined out and ready to go and kind of got a game plan. And in general, just it's going to be an early morning and off we go to Idaho.
Very early.
Yeah. So I don't know. What are you guys excited about most about the trip? Being a camera guy versus a hunter in a trip like this, what is exciting about it, if anything, or what are you looking forward to the most?
For me, I don't have to pay. I get to have the same exact experience.
That's a good point.
Without paying the money, except at the moment of truth, you're doing this and I'm doing this.
Yeah. How about you, Forrest?
I'm just excited to get back out into elk country. I mean, the last time I elk hunted was back when I was in college. I went out there, but then also, I mean, it's going to be something totally different to film versus just going and filming Terry. I mean, going into a tree stand or a box blind over a food plotter in the timber there, it's just going to be a totally different experience film wise. So I'm really excited about that.
So the funny thing, we cleared this with Terry, obviously, because you're Terry's only camera guy. And so we cleared it with him months ago because Ben Stallman, he no longer works here. He moved on to another job in the industry. And so he filmed me last year. I needed a camera guy. And so I was talking to Terry. I was like, hey, I think I'm going back to Idaho. And I was kind of beating around the bush. I'm like, I just don't have a camera guy. He's like, I think I said something like, I know Forrest would do good, but, he's going to be with you the first week of the Missouri season. He's like, oh, no, it's going to be so hot. Well, we won't be hunting. And what did he tell you here recently?
He's like, man, he's like, it's going to stink. We're missing like 5 or 6 days hunting here or whatever, which he's going to be gone a couple of those days anyways for family events. Yeah. So it's like, and it's hot and we don't really have a shooter daylighting right now. So it's like, we're not really missing out on a whole lot, shooting a couple does maybe. Yeah. So, but he was worried about it. I was like, we got plenty of season left. We'll kill some deer.
Classic Terry.
Classic Terry.
He said it was okay.
I'm working still. It's not like I'm just going and like playing.
It's not that. Yeah. It's more about that you're not with him at all times. You guys are best friends now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shayna, she's like, I feel like I'm the third wheel sometimes.
She is.
Pretty much. All a deer season, all a turkey season.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's exciting. I'm glad you guys, I know, have been training as well, getting ready for just the hiking and, the heavy packs and all that stuff. And I think we're all three ready.
Oh yeah.
So We just need it to work out.
That's
right.
We're going a week later this year, so it should be on fire.
Yeah, and Clayton, the guide there, he said that it's been great. So
good.
You think it's only going to get even better.
Yeah.
Because last year when we were there, the whole conversation was, man, it's next week. It's going to be even better. It's like, well, now this time I am there next week.
Well, we had that like huge low pressure system that settled right down over our area
for 4 days.
Yeah. Almost the whole entire trip.
Yeah.
And the 2 days on either side of it where the weather was good, that's when the opportunities happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I looked at the forecast and Deercast and kind of looked over that. It does warm up on us a little bit, but there's a day, I think it's Monday, where it cools off again. Like I think Sunday, Monday might be our best opportunity. And then it kind of warms back up. So
I'm not familiar enough with it. I don't have the experience like those guys do. I don't know how much it matters.
Maybe at this time of year it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I talked to a buddy of mine the other day that lives in Idaho, about an hour from where we're going to be, and he killed a bull 3 days ago, and he said they're just rocking right now. And he said the heat may suppress it a tiny bit, but he said even in the evening and mornings on those hot days, he said they're still going to do their thing.
Yeah.
Fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
I'm so pumped.
I am too.
I'm so pumped.
And honestly, I mean, it's you walk, but the way this place is set up, I mean, we're in side by sides a decent amount, kind of dry. At least we will be with the guide we're with. I'm not sure which guide they're putting you with. If you get the wrong guide, you're walking a lot.
We had Casey last year. We walked a lot.
I had Casey the first day while you had Clayton. You and Wayno had Clayton, which is the guy I got this year. And we walked, and the guy's a goat. I mean, little bitty guy, and just nothing slowed him down.
No.
Every hill and mountain was an opportunity to go up and see what was up there.
He had some insane stories he was telling us about how he'd go into the middle of mountains in Utah and just pack his tent, pack everything, his weapon, and just go camp out for a couple weeks until he found a mule deer to shoot by himself in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. I'm like, you're insane.
Well, it's just a foreign thing for us Midwesterners, to whitetail guys, to think about that. I mean, but that's what all those Western guys, public land guys, that's what they're all doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the one elk hunt I've been on prior to this, that was how we did it. I mean, we had like big backpacks and had tents, sleeping bags, all our food. I mean, we went in and that's how we elk hunted before. So this is going to be a new experience for me.
A lot of the Drury team members, when they go elk hunting, it's that way too. They're packing in. Adam Anderson, I know, like he's got a donkey or something and a horse, and they pack those in, or was it an alpaca? I forget what he's got, but that the guide out there has, and they're basically hiking through on horseback.
Yeah.
So it's a much different, obviously this is a guided hunt. It's a much different experience.
I thought Casey said he was going all by himself when he would do these with no other people. I'm like, that's
a little
crazy.
Dangerous, but I mean, I've never hunted anywhere by myself, so I don't know what that's like.
I think it'd be fun to do that one time, just to have that experience.
I would with a group of guys, like if we did that together, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would love it. I mean,
it'd be awesome.
Grew up camping, Boy Scouts, all that stuff. I would love that, but by myself, I would not like that. I would not like the silence of it. Absolutely not. But Casey was kind of a quiet guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I see like some people love the solidarity of it, but I do not. I like the camaraderie of hunting.
Oh, you would have fun if you were with a group of guys. Yeah. I mean, it's what we did for 4 years in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Just hiking through the mountains in California, just living in dirt holes. So, and we had fun.
And then going to Afghanistan and living in some more.
Yeah. I mean, we had fun. But if you weren't with that group of guys, it would suck. So,
yeah. Well, cool. So that's what's coming up. Hopefully we'll have a follow-up to the hunt and the experience. We'll have a follow-up podcast, and hopefully we're coming back with some success stories this time. So
yes,
that's the shitty part about what we do. Like, I got to talk about all this stuff. And then when you go and have a bad experience, maybe because you screwed up, then you got to talk about that.
Yeah. You can't glaze over because now people know you were going.
It's all out there, which is maybe part of my mental problems, actually.
Yeah.
We should just stop the podcast.
Wait until you get back, and if you're successul, then talk about it.
Not tell anybody what I'm doing. So season's here in Missouri. It just started 3 days. Yeah, 3 days ago. 2 days ago, something like that. So Forrest says you're gearing up like food plots and all that stuff. Obviously, you guys haven't had squat for rain. We haven't had rain. Most people are dealing with drought conditions. You're watering a couple of your plots, but the rest of them, what are you doing with them?
So we had, typically we'll go in, we plant all of our fields every year, and then a lot of times the deer nip the beans down so much, we'll go and rip up the beans. This year we changed our strategy a little bit, and we left a lot of those bean fields that we do plant, and it turned out to be a good thing because we're in a drought now. We have 2 plots. We went in, mowed the beans down, ripped it up, planted. I've been watering. I'm able to water one of them. One of them I'm not able to water. And I actually went in and re-ripped up the one yesterday and reseeded it. And I actually didn't even have to re-rip it up.
I was going to say, did you have to do anything to it, or was it just
not really?
Dirt?
I basically just went and reseeded it, and I could still see the seed from the last time I seeded it 2 weeks ago. It was still sitting on top, but I went in with a cereal grain mixture, so there was a little bit of wheat, oats, rye, mixed all that together and put that on. We were hoping to catch that rain last night, and it went like a mile west of the farm. We just missed it. There was an inch of rain just to the west of us. So hopefully we'll catch some. There's some chances coming up.
I thought Sunday we're supposed to get some rain coming, at least in this area. And then I know a guy reached out to me today out in Kansas City, and he's like, it's rained for 3 hours here today.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Man, we don't know what rain looks like.
Yeah.
It's been forever.
We got a little bit. It was 1/10 of an inch, 10 days ago, maybe. I forget. Maybe longer than that, actually. 2 weeks flies by. And then nothing. So it got hot. It was like mid 90s, upper 90s after it did that. So if it did germinate, it killed it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's almost like you need, at this point, it feels like you need an inch just to get the ground moist again. You know what I mean?
That's what she said.
Moist.
Yeah. Well, so I think they're projecting 3/10 on Sunday, and it's a good percentage wise. It's really good. And then the temperatures aren't nearly as hot. It's like 80s, low to mid 80s.
That's definitely doable. I mean, if you have a green plot that's up there, it's not going to burn up as bad.
Yeah. So as you guys prep towards the season, as you get, either of you guys, the season's here now. So what strategy, probably a little different for Aaron's, but yours is probably a lot like mine and kind of wait and see. But you guys, Terry's there, you're hunting pretty much every day, no matter what the temperatures are. What's the strategy in the early season for you guys?
I mean, with it being so hot and dry, we're going to be sitting those tree stand sets on those ponds. I mean, we got some of those Revolver 2.0s on those ponds, and they've been absolutely lighting up the last 2 weeks. The one pretty nice shooter we have right now, it's a deer. Terry named him Lobster Claw. He's been daylighting on a little pond up in the middle of the farm. So if we, when I get back here, if we have the right wind and he continues to do that, we'll be hunting him there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our primary strategy is going to be those water holes, or if we do get a little bit of rain, those clover plots should really rejuvenate. And
that's a good point. How long does it take, or how much rain would it take? Because the one clover plot I had that was in great shape where deer were hitting, it's just kind of whittled its way down to nothing now. How much rain would it take for it to bounce back?
I mean, I don't know necessarily the amount, I guess. I mean, one really good rain event where if it was a nice slow rain event where it could soak in, like if we get a absolute pounder where it all hits real quick and washes off, it's not going to do a whole lot. If we could get a soaker, I think that clover would rejuvenate within a few days. And some of our bottom clover plots still look pretty good because there's moisture down low there. If we get a little bit of rain on them, they're going to look awesome here. But the ones up top, they may take a little bit longer.
And mine's up top on that one. So how about you, Aaron? What strategy going into the early season?
Man, honestly,
leave, go to Idaho.
Yeah, leave, go to Idaho. I mean, I don't even want to work on food plots anymore until I know there's rain in the forecast. And then I'm hunting 2 new farms this year. Surprise, right? One is with you.
Yeah.
You really can't do much there until the crops get pulled out. So that's kind of been put on hold. And then another one I have, there's still loggers in there working on the farm. And that's a mostly timber track. So on most of my stuff, it's probably going to be mid-October till I know what I'm dealing with. Now, Kate and Jessica, there's a couple bucks that would probably be pretty good for them.
Well, when's Callie going to start hunting? Too wild still?
She's still too wild, yeah. She would right now. She wants to shoot the crossbow really bad, but we're going to hold her off.
She'd jump on a deer's back.
Yeah, she would.
Have it to death.
She's a wild child. So not much strategy for me right now. I think probably mid-October I'll have a better hold on what I'm working with.
That's kind of the way it worked out for us last year too, on the big farm that we lost. And so, well, I mean, last year when we were in Idaho, my one of my leases, I had a couple shooters at, and they all walked last year, but we had a cool front hit while I was gone.
It's going to happen again, Matt.
And I'm guessing that it'll happen again, but it is what it is. You just try not to think about it and hope that the neighbors don't kill them, which they could. They're right there on the line, so they could.
Oh, they're keeping an eye on your food plot for you.
Yeah, I know. HS Strut and the DoD Signature Series of calls puts the sound of spring at your fingertips. From the first owl hoots of the morning to the last quiet clucks and purrs in the moment of truth. Be ready for any calling situation the turkey woods can throw at you with HS Strut. Well, this season expectations, do you go into it with Forrest, for you guys, is it I know you're saying we only have one shooter really that Terry's after or even kind of piques its interest, but is there, as you go into the season, do you guys have we want to accomplish these 3 things or whatever it is this year, and it's a success no matter what the deer we kill it?
We are bound and determined to kill a deer out of a tree this year. We tried so hard last year. I mean, we hunted, I think, 40 some days, and then we sat in a blind one night. Terry killed Little P, sat in a blind a few days later, and I killed Blondie. So we're going to definitely, continue to hunt our tree stands. And then, just try to kill some of those. We do have a couple mature deer that they're one deer showed up last night. I think he's 8 years old this year. Doesn't have the biggest rack on his head, but just maybe try to knock out some of those bully mature deer. Both in Illinois and Missouri, we have some deer like that. And then
those used to be called Matt Drury bucks. Well, I haven't killed any deer with Dad since the year that you and I killed.
Yeah,
my biggest. Yeah, that's the last time I killed a buck up there.
Well, they're called Forrest Bonin bucks now. But no, do that, and then I'm hoping to hunt a little bit in Iowa this year too. Being able to get
resident
up there,
resident now, moved up there, and really, it's not that far from 25 minutes from the farm.
Yeah, about 25 minutes. So
perfect.
We're just over the border. So,
and she always was a resident, right?
Yeah.
That's where she's from.
Yep. Married a local Iowa girl. So
smart.
That was the one stipulation when we got married. She's like, I'll marry you, but she's like, I'm not leaving Iowa. And I was like, ooh, darn.
Tempt me with a good time.
So
smart move.
Excited about that too.
Yeah, so you got a lease up there, plus you got acreage that you guys live on. So
yep, we live on a small farm. We have 2 deer there right now that are both 5. They're not giants. In my lease, we have 3 deer so far, and we had some 4-year-olds. We got hit with the HD last year. We lost some deer. Found them this spring, but we have some good deer coming back.
So how do you think that's going to factor into your season, where you have these spots in Iowa, you have tags, but Terry, how much you'll have to be filming in Missouri. How do you go through that thought process? Obviously, Shane will be hunting up there.
Oh, yeah. Shane will be hunting up there with her dad and stuff. And Terry and I have already talked about it a tiny bit. If we could say we tag out really quick in Missouri, or say I get a big one up in Iowa daylighting. He's like, if you got a big one daylighting, he's like, we'll go up and hunt up there a couple of nights and try to kill him. He's like, I'll come up and film you. So it's just nice having another option. If we don't have anything daylighting in Missouri or we're tagged out, we'll be able to go up there and hunt a little bit.
And that is the thing about both Mark and Terry. They film as much as they hunt, really. I mean, they're constantly filming. Mark's filming a litany of people at their camp. Yeah. And then Terry's filming you.
Yeah. Actually, last year, before Terry killed Little P, I think he filmed me more days early in the season. I think he filmed me the first 25 days of the season, and then he's like, okay, we're going to switch here. I want to get
These camera guys had a vastly different experience than I did.
All right, let's talk about that, Aaron. So what was it like when you were filming Terry and Mark?
I filmed the whole entire time. But that was my expectations. I wasn't expecting to hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Aaron's sitting here thinking, what the hell, man? Yeah, you killed what was it in Illinois, that deer, the big deer, 180.
Junkie.
Yeah, junkie.
185 and 7/8.
Of course, Wade and Perry killing good deer. And it was not an option for the camera guys back. They weren't as dialed in either, I don't think, back then as they are.
No, we hunt out a lot more out tree stands.
Yeah.
And we didn't have cell cameras back then either.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah. So they had probably wildlife eyes still. Or were you in the Reconyx days yet?
We were in the Reconyx days. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the basically beginning of trail cameras.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just their strategies are way different. And the food plots and the blinds and especially Mark, they don't hunt really any tree stands other than maybe a little bit during the rut. They will, but really it's they're very, very heavily focused on of bed to food to bed structure, blinds, and planting to your position. Like they're masters at it, and so are you guys.
Yeah.
So,
well, and back then too, like Mark and Terry weren't as picky as they are now. Like Terry, I mean, we kill a lot of 140s, 150s type stuff. Whereas now, he singles out particular deer and really holds out for just them for the most part, and then lets the camera guy shoot the other ones. So.
The deer that he used to shoot, right? Yeah. And Mark, for that matter, that's the deer that the camera guys. It's not we call them camera guys, but they're the farm managers.
There's multiple jobs there,
and I think that's the element of it too. Is like these guys are all working their asses off, and Mark and Terry are very thankful, to have you, working with you, and that's part of the reason why you probably bust your chops to do it. Is like, hey, you're getting the great opportunities too.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't care if I kill a deer at all. I mean, it's cool. Everyone wants to shoot deer, but I mean, I really truly get just as much of a bigger rush as or actually filming the hunt. I mean, because I'm so involved with it. I mean, Terry kills them, but I'm just as involved in it as he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the way I felt about it back then too. I mean, you're still hunting almost every night.
Yeah.
So you're having the same experience.
And you lay down a good kill and you go back and you can watch it in the war room and everyone's like, man, that was awesome. And it's like, yeah, I did that. Like that's
also
cool.
A different experience than it was when Aaron was around.
We were critiqued heavily.
I'm still critiqued. He definitely critiques, but the first couple of years I got critiqued very heavily, and I kind of know what to do now, and I'm a little more smooth with the camera and getting on the deer and stuff.
I'd say the first year, that's more the learning curve, right? That's when they're hammering on you, and then you get it figured out after that.
Back then they were hunting a lot together still, that was camps together, and when they're together critiquing.
That's the worst. There's no way out, man. You're going to take an ass chewing no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we
get a double barrel coming at you.
Even when the footage is perfect, they're going to pick you apart. Even in halftime, I think they're just messing with you, but then like they kind of get momentum off of messing with you, and then it turns into critique.
And then it turns into butthurt feelings.
It's funny you say that. The first time I really got critiqued hard, they were together.
Yeah.
It was the first fall we went up, and I filmed Terry shoot a deer up in Iowa. And the mic was a smidgen loose in there, and I was shaking so bad when this deer was coming in. The footage was nice and steady and stuff, but that mic was tapping, and so in the audio there was a little tit-tit-tit-tit. And oh man, Mark, he was like, "What on earth is that noise?" I
could just hear it.
So literally, we had to go get the camera, bring it in. We were holding, and he goes over and he started messing with the mic, and he's like, "I think this is a little loose." Oh God, they gave me crap for that all week.
So fun.
Oh my God,
sounds about right.
I mean, we've seen them make guys cry. They've like grown men. Like they're not nearly as hard as they used to be.
No,
but man, even the guy before you, they had some bad times together. So it's like I think even Ryan Nairp talks about it. It's like, Jesus, these guys get to hunt because he used to film. He used to film Terry for a long time. It's like, yep, they get to hunt.
We still do. I mean, we still get into it a tiny bit sometimes later on in the season. We've been together for 60, 70, 80. Like last year, I think we hunted 100 days together, like 120 some sits. Like you get a little.
That's a lot.
You got to have testy. A certain disposition to hang out with Terry for 120 days.
You get a little testy going back and forth there.
Almost like a married couple at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. Shayna says, she's like, sometimes I feel like the third wheel when I'm with you guys. And, well,
yeah.
You just have to be very agreeable to him.
I've been with him longer than you. So.
She's listening right now.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I bet she is.
It's still a fact, regardless.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, she loves Terry too, so it's fine.
Yeah. Terry, I don't know. What's like the worst? And Mark and Terry are a little different, in the way they critique as well. And it's a different approach. Terry is pretty direct, and then it's done. And then Mark may jab at you a little bit for a little, long time, like keep coming back at you
for years.
Terry's got more of the construction mindset, chew you out and be done with it, go drink beer, whatever. And Mark plays the mental game.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
He's good at it.
Just like how he's good at killing all those deer. He's the mad scientist of messing with you.
That's no joke.
Yeah. We've told, and we've had you and Perry and Wade on telling stories, and we've had you on before telling stories, but they're always funny to me. Looking back, they're like, you always tell the one about hunting in the rain, the hunting with Mark in the rain.
Oh yeah.
Tell us that one. It's a classic.
So it was my my second sit ever with Mark. I'd come up there, never even been to Iowa before, never run any of these cameras.
It's probably a decade ago, maybe more.
2007.
Wade's been there. I was going to say, Wade's been there 15 years, I bet.
Yeah. So yeah, almost 20 years ago. And pouring down rain this whole entire day. We're up in these tree stands, tiny little tree stands, smaller than anything I'd ever been in. And I have this palm quarter, little palm camera that I'm holding, and I have the big camera in a garbage bag in the camera bag, and I'm just standing the whole entire time huddled over it because we've got this big deer bedded like 100 yards away. And we sat on him till about midday, and Mark's like, I have a doctor's appointment. So we climbed down, went back to the truck, went to town. He went to his doctor's appointment. We came back. The deer was still bedded there. So we waited him out. He gets up right before dark, makes a scrape. Mark calls to him. Granted, it's been pouring down rain. They wouldn't sit out in the rain anymore, right? But we did back then. And pouring down the rain the whole entire time. He calls the deer into 20 yards or something. And I'm sitting there trying to film with this little palm quarter, and it's getting dark, and I couldn't.
And you're filming through the iCup. Through
the iCup, because when you flip the screen out, it's getting pinged with raindrops. You can't see. So I'm trying to do this, and everything's all foggy. And Mark's at full draw, and he's like, "Are you on him? Are you on him?" And I called him off because I'm like, "This is a safe call to call him off, right?" I just showed up here. I've been here for 2 days. I've seen more bigger bucks than I have in my whole entire life, right? So I'll call him off. We'll get it done another day. That's my mindset. We get back.
Who paid you to think?
I didn't realize that. I didn't know the rules back then when I first started. We get back. We look at the footage, and he's like, "You had him. You had him. Why'd you tell me?" I was like, "I didn't know I had him. I couldn't see that well through that camera, that little peep cup."
And it's dark. It's getting the dark. Last 10 minutes probably.
I was like, I told him
in the timber.
I was like, I didn't want you to take a shot and me not have it, and then you burned a tag. I played it safe. There's some words exchanged. More words on his end than mine.
You're not saying shit.
Yeah, I was like,
you're a Marine. You're used to getting ass chewing probably worse than this.
Yeah. I was like, really? I can't believe I'm getting in trouble for this. And then the next morning we killed one in the first 10 minutes, and it was all good. Everything was good. No one even remember the day before, right? So
that's how it works.
Yeah.
First week on the job.
Did
you drop a camera? Who dropped a camera?
That was Timmy. I think his first day.
First day dropped a camera out of the tree.
He dropped a camera, but he said I guess it landed in a bush and it didn't break or something.
That's luck.
Yeah.
Have you dropped one?
I've crashed a drone.
Well, who hasn't done that?
I've dropped a camera, but luckily it didn't break.
Yeah.
I think Wade's dropped one since I've been here.
Wade's had a lot of things that have happened over the 15 years.
I'm probably a little more gentle with stuff than Wade is, maybe.
He turned a tractor over.
Yeah.
I think Timmy almost did.
Yeah.
He had one slid sideways pretty good and stuck.
I mean, you do it long enough, everyone's going to mess
Something's
up.
Something's going to happen.
What's your worst mess up? Because you've been here how many years now? 8?
Yeah, this is my 8th fall.
Yeah.
I've dented and dinged up some stuff. I crashed that buggy the one time and split my head open. I think I might have told that story. Wade and Perry and I were on.
Yeah.
That I bent the axle on the side by side and blew out 2 tires. That was a good day. I messed up a PTO shaft on a tractor one time. The pin broke on the tractor and the brush hog dropped off and the PTO shaft came undone or it came separated.
Expensive.
It was, spinning all around on the back of the tractor.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But I think that's the worst thing. Knock on wood.
You're a pretty careful guy though.
Yeah, I'm pretty cautious. If I feel like something, if I feel something's a little iffy, I'm like, I'm gonna take it back and reevaluate it.
Spidey sense hits in. The Terry sense.
Yeah. But yeah, stuff happens.
I don't think I ever really broke too much up there. I don't think.
There was a time, this is after hours, where we all went out And we went into town and Yapper was there, you, me, Comstock. I'm sure we met Kilmer, Terry.
Surely.
And we had a few cocktails. Fun. We had a great night. And if I remember that night, you woke up and peed on the side of the bed, thinking you were in the bathroom.
I don't remember.
And Yapper woke up.
That sounds like something that could have happened.
We never told Terry. We never told Terry, and then he got new carpet and just died after that.
Was I sleeping in the bedroom or in that back?
The back slot, yeah.
Oh, I just don't remember. That sounds right, though.
He may find out now.
No, he doesn't listen.
I remember one time we had a good enough time where me and Terry were eating off the same plate at Pancake City.
If anybody knows Terry, you don't.
That's a big no-no.
Germaphobe.
That is a big no-no.
We were eating all sharing pancakes the syrup,
He must have been drunk.
Yeah.
We always had a DD. Yapper always drove us.
Yeah. Yeah, we always had transportation.
Yeah, if Terry's sharing food, that's wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It happened, I promise.
I remember as a kid, you'd have leftovers on your plate and be like, "You want some?" He's like, "I'm good." No. And as a dad, I'm the same way. I'm constantly eating the leftovers. That's why I'm fat. I'm constantly eating my kids' leftovers. Like, you going to finish that? No, we can't waste it.
I'm the same way. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe when it comes to that stuff too. And the fact that we were both eating off the same plate tells you something.
And the expiration dates, I'm surprised he didn't come in the bunkhouse last night and look at the expiration dates on everything in the fridge. Like, get rid of it, get everything new.
Oh yeah. The lake does the same thing.
Like, if it's a day or two, it isn't nothing wrong with it.
Victory Archery, the choice for precision, performance, and durability. Trusted by archers of all levels, their cutting-edge carbon arrows deliver unmatched strength, accuracy, and consistency. Whether you're competing or hunting, Victory Archery ensures every shot counts. Shoot for victory with Victory Archery. All right. Well, so that's pretty much we're ready for our hunt. We're ready for deer season when we get back. I got a segment here a game that we're going to play real quick. It's called Fact or Folklore. Each person has 3 options to respond. For each wrong answer, you get to say, tell a hunting. Okay. Well, I should have done this after we just told these stories. For each wrong answer, the guest has to tell a funny hunting or wildlife story. We keep score. Jordan, you're going to have to help me keep score. All right. So there's 5 of these here. So I guess each of you get 2, and then there'll be a tiebreaker if we need it. All right. So the first one says, and this is fact or folklore. All right. Idaho has more elk than any other state in the lower 48. Forrest.
Folklore.
All right.
Colorado.
Oh, that is correct. Colorado holds that title, though Idaho consistently ranks in the top 3 for elk populations. Look at you. All right. For you, Aaron. In Idaho, non-residents can buy over-the-counter elk tags without restrictions.
Fact.
Wah, wah. Folklore. Non-resident tags are capped and they sell out very quickly each year.
I've never bought a tag there yet, so.
Yeah, you're going next year.
Yeah, I'm going to next year, so I'll know the answer.
Yeah. So, do you got a funny hunting or wildlife story?
Sure, I do. I just got to think of it.
All right, you think about it. I'm moving on to you, Forrest. All right. Wolves have impacted elk herds in central Idaho, but some zones are still above population objectives. Fact or folklore?
Fact.
Ding, ding. This guy on fire. Wolves do affect elk numbers in certain regions, but Idaho Fish and Game reports that several zones remain strong. And then Aaron, you ready for the last one here?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm probably going to get it wrong.
All right. So
they get 2 stories.
Elk are more active during full moons, making them easier to hunt at that time.
I'm going to say folklore.
You got it right. Elk actually move and feed more at night during full moons, which can make them harder to catch in daylight. And we're going during the dark of the moon.
I like it.
Yeah. So what's your story, dude?
I'm trying to. I'm sure that I do.
I know you do.
Were you with Terry when you had to hop out of the blind that time? When you locked yourself in there? Was that you filming him then?
Probably Ryan there.
Fields?
I don't think.
I thought it was you in the blind. That'd be
I do remember that happening now.
I watched it.
I remember that happened. I just don't remember if I was the one filming.
Aaron doesn't remember anything. What's wrong with you? Don't you take supplements and stuff?
Maybe he doesn't want to remember.
He needs some more, brain food.
I mean, this isn't like a funny wildlife story, but that year when I tore my ACL and I was just recovering, I just came back to film, and I went up to film Mark. And after we were hunting the Aaron Bennett book, actually, he made
giant deer.
It was like 5 or 6 degrees that day. It was really cold. He made me run to the blind with all the shit on the camera stuff. We both ran to the blind. He's like, "How's your knee?" I was like, "It's fine." Why? He's like, "We got to run to the blind." Because the
Can't
wind,
let that sit and get out.
The wind wasn't great. So he's like, if we run there and hurry up, get in. And we did through the snow, like all the stuff, and just getting over ACL surgery and had to run to the blind. I think we killed that night though. It was either that night or the next night. So
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right.
If he's dialed in like that, he's on it. He's going to kill it. I mean, he's dialed in. They killed 2 days into the season this year. It was maybe a 5.5-year-old, looked like maybe 8-point or something.
Yeah.
Coon dog killed in Missouri there.
Was that opening day?
It was the second day.
Because didn't you tell me that they thought that coon dog would probably kill one?
Yeah. He called it. Mark told me that morning. He's like, "Yeah, coon dog should kill tonight, I think."
Jeez.
So I got one more. This will be for both of you. Factor or Folklore. The biggest bull. Okay, and whoever wants it can take it. The biggest bull elk ever taken in Idaho scored over 430 inches Boone and Crockett.
Fact.
What do you say?
I'm going to say Folklore.
It's a fact. Idaho has produced some giants, including bulls over 430. What's your next story? You're tattletaling on all the guys.
If we could cut and pause this and then I could think of a story and then tell it. I'm sure I got a ton of them, but just nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind.
Or when I was hunting with Matt and it was youth season and you forgot your orange.
Yeah.
And we get up in the tree and he had to take.
We didn't know it was youth season and we figured it out when we were up in the tree.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, we need to have 100 orange on.
Yeah. Well, luckily, Matt, being the prepared guy he is, always has extra stuff in his pack. And he had orange. I think for both of us.
Yes.
But he didn't have another orange hat. Yep. He didn't have another orange hat. So he took a vest and he wrapped it around his head.
Yeah.
That's
and
impressive.
We killed that morning.
That's the Matt Drury's killing tree.
Oh, really?
Matt's killing tree, the original killing tree.
Yeah.
That was that stand. Yeah.
So on the hunt, the footage, Matt's like, yeah, and he's got this
giant orange
vest hanging off his head.
And let me tell you something. Nobody is doing that. If you're not filming for a living, I guarantee your average guy is just like, oh, well, what the hell?
I bet most guys don't even put the vest on.
I think we were getting ready to get down and go back to camp. Mm-hmm. And it was like late October or early November. It was right in the rut.
Yeah.
And we're like, God dang it. And so I was digging. I'm like, no, I got some stuff in my bag. And sure, we had enough for you and I.
It was either Halloween or the day before because Terry killed Big Spindley.
That's right.
And we had Tracker John come up and help with both of us. And then Jessica came up that night. And then I think we even went to town that night.
We did go to town. And Jess.
It was so much fun.
I still remember what she had on. She was wearing like a cop outfit.
It was fun.
Yeah, we had a really Comstock that night. That was the night. We got there at like 11.
Because we were getting deer out of the woods.
We were messing with the deer, doing the interviews and all that stuff. We got to town at like 11. And I guarantee you, we took 10 shots between that and closing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
to catch up. And we went to Shitty City that night, Pancake City that night. Yeah.
That sounds like Comstock doing shots.
Yeah. It was a fun night. That's right. I forgot all about that. And what was weird about that, it was a good hit.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't find a dang deer.
No. I don't think he didn't go that far.
No, he didn't. And Jesse, I think at that time it was Jesse. She found the deer right away. Mm-hmm. And then I think we went and looked for Big Spindley.
Found it right away.
Keys Hidden Field and found it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mark killed that night, and he drove up to recover Mark's deer. That Tracker John drove up to Iowa.
Yeah.
Like a big deer. I forget which one.
Chiquita, was it?
It might have been Chiquita. Yeah. Yeah. 3 deer in
I remember
like 12 hours.
Terry's told me about this before.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was Matt's killing tree. Yapper filmed me kill a good deer out of Matt's killing tree. Dad filmed me kill a deer out of Matt's killing tree. And then
we should have killed Little P out of it last year. Terry blamed me for
not trimming
that limb. I was like,
8-inch.
You should have told us what he gets for trying to hunt out of Matt's killing tree.
Funny thing. That was the first set I trimmed this summer when I did sets, and I cut it off, and I sent him a picture, and he told me to go back and cut it off further. So I had to go back and cut another like 4 inches off of it.
He's the kind of guy that you'd cut it off, and then he'd be like, well, why'd you do that? After you talked about it all fall last year.
Yeah. Well, it's cut off now. There's a little stub sticking out.
Yeah. That's the tree that I killed my first ever archery deer with when I started hunting again, with a Bow Madness bow.
Okay. Way
back when. And then, of course, you guys hung a set right across the logging road from there and called it Matt's Killing Tree.
It's gnarly set.
It's not a gnarly set. Well, that's where we killed gnarly out of.
Yeah, that was a sweet morning.
That was the best hunt I've ever been on in my entire life.
It's still my favorite hunt I've filmed working for you guys. It's
it's still my biggest deer.
Big deer, 7 yards. You drilled him. Just kill was a smash. Everything was awesome.
Was that the one you dropped an arrow?
Yeah. I dropped.
But he didn't hear it, right?
I don't know. We kind of think he maybe thought it was an acorn. So we're in the tree.
You baited him.
It was 10 o'clock. It was about 10 o'clock that morning, and it had been probably an hour since we saw. It was a slow morning.
Yeah.
And it had probably been an hour since we saw the last deer. And it wasn't quite, that was probably October 26th, 27th? 25th. And so we're not quite there in the rut yet. It's getting where it's getting good. And I was like, we haven't seen anything in a while. Like, let's get down and go to breakfast or go get breakfast and we'll come back out for the afternoon hunt. And I lower my bag. We're in separate trees. I lower my bag, which has we pack up all my gears in there, lower my bag. And then, no, how'd that go?
You lowered your bow. You had your bag on your back.
That's right. I had my bag on my back, but everything was packed and I lowered the bow. And as I got on the ground, and luckily I still held the rope. I look up on the logging road up by the field and I saw a buck. Then I saw a bigger buck. And then I saw a bigger buck, which was gnarly. And so I said,
I had my camera. I was filming some DSLR stuff. I think it was so pretty, and all the leaves are
fall
changing.
Colors, and beautiful.
And he was like, "Hey, you might want to get your big camera out." So I took it out and zoomed in, and I was like, "Oh, that's gnarly!"
Like lightning speed. Yeah. I pull the bow up. I knock an arrow. I put, and my relay set was still on, but I had to get my rangefinder out of the pack. So I did all that, and then when I went to clip my release onto the D-loop, the arrow popped off, and I hadn't, in my haste, I hadn't knocked it all the way, and it fell off, and I'm like, shit. And then Forrest is like, what? Because he's looking through the camera. I'm like, I dropped my arrow.
I look over. The look on his face was like,
and they weren't that far away. I mean, 50.
I was gonna say 35 to 40.
And one of the deer was walking behind. I think Dad killed that deer the next year.
No, he killed it that year with a rifle.
That's right. Rifle season. A deer that, as we all looked at it, said, oh yeah, he needed another year. He killed it later in the year, but whatever. So he's walking behind us on the logging road, and I lost track of the smaller deer, the buck. I don't know where he went. He might have been in front of us. And gnarly, when I dropped that arrow, he was going away kind of down the ridge, and he turned his body and started coming right towards the tree. Like, it was insane.
That's crazy.
And I knocked another arrow, and he came within 7 steps of the tree. And it couldn't have been more perfect.
And he drilled him. It was instant blood. It was awesome.
Oh, I remember the kill. I remember the hunt on TV. Why do you think he turned like that?
We think he thought the arrow was an acorn.
Yeah, there was acorns raining out that morning. Either that, or he could have maybe saw that other buck and maybe he was following him.
Probably so. I think the acorn arrow story is funnier.
Yeah. The deer always kind of travel story. That logging
fact or folklore. It's a fact, Jack. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I've never had a hunt since or before. I mean, the hunt with you that morning was a lot like that because that deer kind of did something similar, if I remember right. But it just, those timber hunts, I wish all the hunts were timber hunts. I wish they were all that way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work out the way we hunt anymore quite like that.
What time was it when you were lowering your bow?
It was like 10 o'clock.
Right at 10.
Yeah. It was 10 o'clock. So they were coming back to bed and they were just taking their sweet time eating acorns, slow moving through the timber. And then of course, you know, on the TV show, Dad did his interviews. He's like, why in the world would you get out of the tree on November or October 25th? You know, and it's just like, well, you say that, but sometimes he'll stay all day or sometimes he'd be like, let's go. You know, you never know.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that story came up. So like last year we go to climb out at, it was a little bit later than that. It was like 10:30. He lowers his bow, drops the cord. Then I turn around and here comes 2 bucks and something had spooked them. Like, I don't think they were just naturally moving through, but they come running up and one of them was a big deer that we called Holy Shoulder. He was probably, I don't know. I mean,
how did he get his name?
Because someone shot him the previous year we had an encounter and he had a broadhead hole in his shoulder. No, it was not us. But I think someone ended up killing him because we never had a picture of him after rifle season last year.
Yeah.
But he comes running up and Terry's like, crap. So I literally the first I just pulled my phone up because I had the camera bag all packed up. I filmed him on my cell phone for a little bit. And he goes over and he gets right behind a big tree. So I get the big camera out. And Terry's like, well, it doesn't matter. I don't have my bow up here. So I actually unhooked. I climbed down, grabbed his bow rope, got back up into the tree with the deer standing at 35 yards. Terry pulls his bow up, get the camera out, and we were like ready to go. And then he trots off.
That'd been the most amazing hunt ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been sweet. And he was a big deer.
Wow. I do that every time though. Like you lower the bow and before I let go of the rope, I'm like, all right.
I don't
look hard.
Let go
missing anything.
Every time Terry goes to let go of his, he looks at me and he's like, this is the worst feeling ever.
It is the worst feeling ever. Every time.
So here's what I do. And I'm so shocked you guys don't. I just tell I tell the camera guy, okay, when you get ready to come down, drop the rope. And so I'm down on the floor. I'm down there it's still attached to the stand. And I could be climbing down and he could say, hey, there's a buck, and I could climb back up and pull it back up still. But if you drop it, it's down there. So I always have the camera guy because it's usually camera guy goes up first because he's above you and camera guy goes down last. So I just say, hey, undo the rope on your way down. You know, that only works if you're filming your hunts with a camera guy.
We always, I don't know, because I lower the camera bag with a rope too. So Terry and I, we just both drop our ropes at the same time.
On the count of 3, boom, okay. Now we're screwed.
Yeah, it's like, now we're really done.
Yep, now you're committed.
You go. No, you go. I'm going to do
it. Well, especially on those days where you're seeing constant buck movement, but you're like, God, like, we got to go. Like, there's something you got to do.
Usually in our case, we have to go because we have to go do something else.
Yeah.
Like, you guys' case, like, you got nothing but time to usually hunt, right?
I mean, yeah, unless we're shooting interviews or unless the Chiefs are playing and he wants to watch football.
Usually, like, we got to go pick up the kids or we have an appointment or a meeting because, you know, like, you guys are up there to hunt. We're still living normal lives and trying to get out
and trying to hunt.
Yeah. And when they're rolling in November, you know, on those mornings when they're just rolling, that's the worst feeling, dropping that bowstring. I
told Randa the other day, I was like, hey, deer season started. She's like, already? I'm like, yep. Like, you want to go to dinner tonight? This is it. She's like, this morning we were talking before I came into work. I was like, hey, maybe tonight you want to go to dinner or something with the kids, you know, because I'm leaving in the morning. She's like, you're acting like you're not coming back. I'm like, well, I'm just saying, like, once this starts it, like, once it starts, it's a freaking marathon until January. And I know by the end of January, you hate my guts. So we still like each other right now. How about you? Have you already gotten a talking to?
Actually, it's skipped to next year already because next year when I go to Idaho, I have to fly out on Jessica's birthday and she doesn't like that.
And next year, I'm like, wait a second. What about all the times you're going to be pissed at me this year?
Yeah. No, we haven't gotten to that yet. We just skipped ahead to cover that.
Already mad.
It's like, God dang it, man.
Yeah.
I think she's over it though, for now.
But the season, you go through it just like I do.
Yeah. It right when she starts getting the maddest at me is about when we start killing stuff, because then you're getting in a good part of November.
That's when you're hunting mornings and evenings.
That's right. Because like the hunting we do, and if you go in September and then October is usually scouting, figuring out what the hell the deer are doing when you're there.
Yeah.
And it's really end of October, early November, maybe gun season. And so by then they're thinking the season's over. It just started. That's when it's actually getting good. And they're always like, well, why don't you just wait till then? It's like, you kind of got to be there to figure it out, to be able to be in the right spot for when it happens.
Yeah.
You're in a totally different boat because Shayna hunts.
She's like more serious than most guys are about it.
Yeah.
Like, she's really into it. Like, she goes every single day. Like, she thinks it's great when I'm with Terry because she's like, I have all the spots to myself. I can go do whatever I want. She's like, I don't have to.
And Jess hunts, but that's a.
But she's like, when you're gone, I have the kids to myself, and I got to deal with them.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's what therein lies the problem.
Yes, the children.
If they were by themselves, they would love deer season.
Yeah, they could do whatever they want.
But they're not. They both have 2 kids attached.
Yeah,
and Lola, like your youngest, is just an animal. Just an animal.
She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
I loved having her up during turkey season this year. That was fun.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day she just says something jacked up to make us laugh and doesn't even realize it. What you doing, boy? like, oh, whoa.
The second children.
Randa said, because Cameron and I had hitting lessons or something yesterday. And so when we were gone, Randa was making dinner and they sat down to eat dinner and she's like, I swear Lola was about to hit me. I was like, she's got your rage. I was like, that's all you, man. She is you made over. I was like, I never have any problems with her. She's like, man, she's nuts. Like, yep, that's you.
We got the same thing going on.
Yeah, your youngest is nuts.
First one was easy. She's so easy.
Cameron's easy. Just one big giant ball of nerves. That's it. Easy peasy. Rule follower.
So lesson of the story is only hunt evenings until the rut.
I thought you were going to say don't get married.
Well, that too.
Which is what we were telling Ben all last year.
I thought you were going to say don't have kids.
That's the next lesson. No, they're a blessing.
If we didn't I want to have kids someday.
Oh, they are awesome, but they're also a pain in the ass.
It comes with a price. If we didn't have kids, Jessica would probably go with me probably a lot more because she does like to go out there and hunt, especially in the blinds now. You know, it's a lot more comfortable, but it's just hard to pull all that off of the kids right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've had enough show for today. So Idaho, next update hopefully is a story about us killing a giant bull or Dustin or both. Both would be great.
We're going to kill 2.
Should we make some predictions now?
You guys, I'm not doing any of that. You make the predictions. I'm just going to sit here and knock on wood. I got to hit what I'm aiming at. That's what it boils down to.
I'm going to say Matt kills first day. Dustin kills by the third
day. Well, he doesn't get in till the second day.
He'll have 2 days of hunting.
You'll be filming. You'll be with us for the first
day and a half.
Yeah.
I'm saying day 2 and day 4.
All right. I like that.
Let me think. So Saturday's our first day to hunt. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm saying day 3, Monday. I think Monday just in general, I think Monday is going to be the day. The weather looks the best now. Hey, if it turns out like Wayno's and it's day 1, that'd be fantastic.
Dude, that was my first hour in the elk woods ever.
That hunt was insane.
It was insane. We had multiple bulls all around us screaming, coming in.
I don't know if on the YouTube edit, did they show the first bull that came in? Mm-hmm. They did. So, screaming in
awesome.
and when you said, focus on the next bull.
Well, because that bull had worked up. He clearly was not coming back. And Adam kept looking at him. I'm like, I think we have one right in front of us.
Like, focus on the one in front of you.
Yeah. And I was just telling him what I thought had to happen in the moment.
That was so sick too when that bull came out. Just screamed right. I was like, oh.
And dude, those ball players, they're just clutching the heat of the moment. Like he had his pin set at like 50. Didn't he say that?
40.
I think
I thought he said 40 because he said that other elk was at 40.
It could. I don't remember.
But he, in the heat of the moment, he just aimed high back, I guess. I don't know what he did.
I think he
lowered low. Yeah.
The bull was at 30 something and his pin was 40.
I thought he said it was 20. I watched it a couple days ago.
I think the bull was at like 26 or 27.
But it was at like 10 yards.
Yeah, he was at like 12 or 15 yards when he stopped and turned.
Yeah, and ran off.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point is to do all that and quickly.
A couple of seconds.
Those guys are just really good on there. We've seen it with all of them. Yeah. They're just really good on their feet.
Which I feel like with the bow, it's you kind of got to mentally be prepared for that.
So, I hear you. I tried. I mean, I don't know. It's something different. I mean, we talked about with Ben Rising. It's a killer instinct. Some got it, some don't.
Yours was like in slow motion last year when it came down to drink.
It didn't feel like it. Felt like he ran from when I saw him to the time he got to drink. He ran down there, and that's the first time I saw him. So it was a real oh shit moment for me. It's the first bull really we saw close up all trip, besides yours with Adam.
Yeah,
it was the first one me and Ben saw that close all trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like wide open, the easiest of shots you could have possibly wanted.
Would you rather had it quick like that, like where it comes in really quick, or would you rather like know what's coming?
Oh no, I'd much rather know it's coming and see it. Like I hate the rut in that regard. I hate that element of it. I like to be able to think things through. And I even felt like I did think it through on that. But when it came time to shoot, I held on him, and I told myself before I did that I was supposed to hold top of back, and it would have been perfect. So.
I think you're going to nail it this year.
I'll say this year, you're going to smash one.
We switched sites this year from HHA, and we switched to dialed archery. And so this new dialed proof series, it has it's a vertical pin that's got 3 pins in it. A vertical, I don't know, what would you call that?
Vertical pin?
Well, yeah, but there's 3.
Like vertical inline?
Yeah, there's 3 pins within
like
that.
Aiming point?
Yeah. So anyways, I tried to start practicing that way, this summer of like, okay, well, I got this, and this, I think if I set it at 40, no, it was 25, 40, and then like 55. So it's like trying to remember, okay, I just got these, then I shouldn't have to move the dial potentially.
Yeah.
But it's just, like I said, easier said than done sometimes.
We'll see.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully we got some good stories to tell.
We will.
All right, cool. Well, until next time, that's it from here in the studio, St. Louis. And it's deer season. And by the time this airs, it's probably going to be almost deer season for every state, Illinois and Iowa. So good luck, everybody. Be safe. If you're hunting out of a tree stand, wear a safety harness. Make sure you go home at night. And just good luck hunting.
Good luck.
Till next time, peace out.
See ya.
DeerCast movement prediction and mapping tools combined with our exclusive virtual rain gauges gets you ahead of your game. We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by DeerCast Maps, waypoints, weather, virtual rain gauges, and more. Every tool you need to get ahead of your game.